So I have the awesome responsibility to talk to you guys about money. And oftentimes this is a really uncomfortable conversation because here pastors get up and different people come up and they talk about you giving your hard-earned money towards whatever projects are going on. And that oftentimes is an uncomfortable conversation to have. It's also an uncomfortable conversation sometimes to receive, because people have different passions for different things for their money. And so here's the interesting thing is, it's not our money. When you're looking at it from a biblical perspective, we are just managers of the money that God has blessed us with. And what we do with that money, it's a faith journey. And it's not only a faith journey, but it's also an act of worship. And so here at Forest Lake Church, there's a lot of projects that are going on. And we've got a children's building that's beautiful. That still needs to get paid for. We've got the lobby that still needs to get paid for. We've got a $100,000 water line. You know how annoying that is? A $100,000 water line that has to be put in here because right now it's a temporary water line that's going to burst. And if there's a fire in this building, we have no sprinklers. And so right now, it's just a temporary. So we have to spend, so annoying, $100,000 to get a new water line so that we can be in this building. So, I mean, that's just a few things. And those aren't really sexy things, right? So one of the sexy things that we want to talk about is the warehouse, because we think that's pretty awesome. And so the warehouse is this awesome opportunity, thank you, that we can not only have worship there together, but we can also play there together. We can also invite the community in there together. And it's not just about what we do on Sabbath morning. We want to utilize this space every day of the week. And there's some exciting things going on with that. On your way out, you can take a picture of this. It will send you to a link. And I'm going to set it up over there because we have this amazing opportunity. I had a conversation 2 weeks ago. Pastor Wands introduced this. And 2 weeks ago, just this random conversation with an individual says, hey, my family and I have been thinking about how we can get involved in the warehouse project. And we're thinking that we want to give $100,000 towards it. What? But he says, but I think I want some stipulations here. And the $100,000 I want to give to you guys for motivation to see if people will match. I will match every dollar for dollar up to $100,000. So literally by January 1, we could have a total of $200,000 that goes towards this project. So every dollar that you give, another dollar will be matched. I want to illustrate this. Do I have a teenager here that knows a little bit about math? Anybody? This is real simple math. Who's that? I see a hand raised. Is that Red? Red, come up here. Red is an amazing mathematician from Brantley High School. He's also a football player at Brantley. I've watched one of his games before where he had a broken ankle and couldn't even play. So, Red, I just want to thank you coming up here. So, Red, if I were to give you one Skittle, I'm going to give you one Skittle. Okay, there you go. How many do you have? One Skittle, right? And Pastor Justin has a big bucket of Skittles, and he says, for every one Skittle that Pastor Mark gives to Red, Pastor Justin is going to give what? Another Skittle. Go ahead. And how many Skittles do you have right now? 2 Skittles. Good job, Brantley High School. So give him a hand. So listen to me, just real quick. So that's simple math. You give $1, and somebody out of a big bucket that was crazy, sacrificially generous is giving another dollar towards that gift. So on your way out, just consider the warehouse project. There is so much potential of what could happen here for our community. Take a picture of this. Every dollar from here on out that you put into the warehouse project, another one will be matched up to $100,000. So I'm going to ask the volunteers to come out with their buckets to collect offering as we continue to worship.